Hiya folks, my apologies, I'm running just a few minutes late today, and there's a reason for that. Nothing too exciting, but effectively, I wanted to print off the list that Shadow shared previously, the Excel sheet, just so I can tick things off. I couldn't do it on the PC during the previous stream. It was too hard whilst also keeping all my streaming interfaces and chat up. So going back to the old traditional, the old-fashioned method of pen and paper, just so I can tick off monsters as we capture them. I've also got to head back to see which monster we missed in Mushroom Rock, I believe it was. Yeah, I haven't done anything since last week's Final Fantasy X stream. I had good intentions of getting the monster grind done in between now and then. But of course, sometimes life gets in the way, you get busy, and pow! Next stream day shows up, and I haven't done squat, which is pretty much where I am at. So this is the first time I've loaded Final Fantasy X since last week's stream. Oh yeah. Which means we've got the grind to do still. David, thank you so much for upping your membership. Very much appreciated, sir. Okay. So, before I do anything else, I do just need to make my way over to the monster arena to remind myself what monsters we've captured, what fiends we still need to capture, and roughly where I want to go to next. So let's head back over to the Calmlands for now. Yeah, this is going to be a grindy episode, guys. A little bit like the last Final Fantasy X episode that I did. But that's the point of the game that we're at now, so it's all part and parcel of the package, really. Hiya, Elijah. Yes, I am actually well underway with Blitzball. Ah, that surprised you, hasn't it? You guys didn't expect that I would be playing Blitzball already. So I'm currently in the middle of the league that will unlock the status reels. I had to do an entire league, by the way, which I did off stream, of 10 Blitzball games, just to get the league with the status reels. There's so much Blitzball that needs to be played. So, yeah, I might do a match or two in today's stream. We'll see how we get on. I think I've done about 2 or 3 matches of the league that gets me the status reels for Waka. Hello, Dark Swordsman. Oh, thank you very much. I hope work's going okay for you. Yeah, just, I can see a good number of legends have stopped by in chat. That's awesome. Oh, you work at Amazon, do you, Chris? That's cool. Oh, yeah, Antipex. I do remember you, actually. Yes. Sorry to hear that you had some issues with your mental health. I hope you're feeling better now. And yeah, it's always great to play the classics. And Final Fantasy X just about qualifies now, I think, as a classic. So, maybe classics can venture into the PS2 era by this point. I don't know what defines a classic, how old it has to be, but it is what it is. Okay. So, I'm not going to fight any monsters. I just want to see where we are at. So, we've captured Besaid. We've captured both of the high roads, actually, I believe. Yep, I'll just check there's no more. Yep, Dual Horn, got that. Okay, Macalania. I do need to go to Macalania. Now, I did capture all of the fiends in Macalania Woods when I was doing the butterfly hunt, but there are also fiends in Macalania itself. So let me just see which ones I still need to get here. So I've got my list, so this is going to help us on our way. A bit annoying, it's not actually in order, but what can you do? That's fine. Okay, so, Iguana and Wasp I've done. Blue Element, and going to try and keep things organised so it's not too painful for you folks today. And Cyphos and Chimera, let me just cross those off the list. Okay, so I've got Evil Eye, Ice Flan, Mafdet, I've printed this so small I can't read it, and Snow Wolf to capture. So that will also be from Lake Macalania. Macalania, whatever you call it. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. So, there is a state of play this evening. It's going to be 11 PM UK time. I'll have to stay up for it. Because there seems to be a lot of talk about Final Fantasy XVI getting some love. And it would make sense. Square did announce, didn't they, last year, that we would be getting updates on Final Fantasy 16 around this time in 2022. And we've also received confirmation, I believe by Sony themselves, that this will be focusing on Japanese publishers. So it sounds to me like we might just get a state of play about Final Fantasy 16. I wouldn't be surprised if the whole thing is dedicated to it, but we'll see. Calmlands, we know it's going to last about 20 minutes, so... Right, okay, Calmlands, I've got to do everything, pretty much. What else have I got on my list? Bikanel. I've got 8 Cactuar. I thought I had 10 of those from the Cactuar side quest. Yeah, I've done that off stream, but I've got a video of it. And everything else. Okay, right, one thing I want to check then is Mushroom Rock Road. We missed out on Lamashtus, so I need to go and get 5 of them. And then we'll just move on to the next area. So I think we're sorted there. With what we're doing, at least to start with today. So, Mushroom Rock, Macalania, Bikanel, Calmlands, and also we can do the Cavern of the Stolen Faith if we get that far.
We're counting on you, kid.
I've got a good connection going to YouTube, Dark, so maybe it's your work Wi-Fi. Do you think that's possible? Do you get good Wi-Fi at work? Oh, right, we can't actually teleport directly to Mushroom Rock because that's going to just put us into the location where Riku's God Hand is, which I've already got. So I'm thinking it's the high road here.
Here we go.
Oh, dude, I personally wouldn't expect that, unfortunately. I think Square are going to be going all out with Final Fantasy 16. So, yeah, I'm not going to expect much in the way of Final Fantasy 7 Remake for a while, if I'm honest with you. I would love to be wrong about that. But I just get this feeling that we're going to be waiting for more FF7 R2 news, or any news, really, since the game hasn't even been officially revealed to us yet. Matthew, thank you so much. 50p for the meter. That will go down well. Thank you, dude. And Antipex, thank you so much. Still remember when you started watching it? Oh, Rayman Origins. Crikey, I forgot about doing that game. That was a long time ago. That was one of the first series I ever did for the channel before it sort of carved itself into the Final Fantasy niche that it's in right now. Way before then. So, yeah, great to have you back on the channel, Antipex. Well, I only found out yesterday, Chris, about the state of play. I think that's when it was announced, so... yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Let me just check our equipment. So, Waka has Stone Strike. Tidus, I want him to have the First Strike weapon equipped. And what is Yuna doing here? Oh, it's because I need to farm sphere levels for Yuna. And the reason I need to farm sphere levels is because I need to build Anima up for the monster arena. Yes, Shadow. So it is going to be Japanese publisher focused, is all that Sony have said. I'm hoping that is code for we're giving the floor to Square Enix, and they're going to be spending 20 minutes, which is how long the allotted time for the state of play is, talking about Final Fantasy 16. Now, that's probably just me, you know, inhaling a little bit too much hopium. But it could happen. It could happen. I mean, how many times have we expected updates on Final Fantasy 16 or just, you know, updates from Square in general on their Final Fantasy projects and been disappointed? One time, it's got to work out, hasn't it? Ah, I see, Dark. That could be the issue. What am I doing? I've just realised. I just noticed that Waka had the off-season equipped and I never even took it off. I was thinking, where are all the fiends? Oh, you can fight fiends directly at the God Hand location. That's interesting. I wonder if the fiend we need is there. It might be. It might be. It's none of these. So, you know what that means. Goodbye. There's probably a location. I can't remember what it's called. I'll know it when I see it. But there's probably a specific location here. that's kind of dedicated to the one Fiend that we need. I've only captured 5. For some reason, we left this area before getting all 10. And it ain't that. Morning, Holly. Or afternoon, from my perspective.
Live and let live.
Yeah, 16. I still suspect Final Fantasy 16 will be coming this year. Maybe if Final Fantasy 16 is spoken of today, which I strongly suspect it will be. And I do mean I strongly suspect. I could be wrong. I don't have any inside knowledge by any stretch of the imagination. Ah, this is the one we want. The Lamashtus. Oh, what am I doing? Well, I don't want to kill the Lamashtu with Tidus. Oh, he has got a capture weapon. That's fine. Make sure we get a little bit of the old SP for Yuna. AP, whatever it's called. Okay. Right, so we need to capture 4 more of them. Yeah, it's a dragon. Thanks, Shadow. Oh, yeah, how to count? Yeah, it's going. We've only just started, to be honest, today. So I've just got to capture 4 more of those dragon things, and then we can move on. It's the only thing that I missed from the Mushroom Rock.
I'll be right back.
And I think next, yeah, where do you want to go, guys want to go to next? Macalania. I've only got to go to Lake Macalania or to Bikanel. I mean, we've got to do both eventually, so it doesn't really make any difference. Yeah, I remember those Antipex, now you've mentioned them.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Favourite Aeon in Final Fantasy X, Daniel? I don't know, probably Anima, to be honest with you. It tends to be the one I use the most. But that's probably just due to the raw power of it. How you doing, Sage Midget? Icarus, I wouldn't complain, but yeah, I'd say chances of that are probably less than 1% of 1%. There's probably more chance of looting Sight and Grat without using any RNG manipulation than there is of an announcement for FF8 Remake. But yeah, I wouldn't mind that either, if it did happen.
I'll be right back.
I haven't yet, Harley. No, some of the trickier locations, Amiga Ruins and Sin and the Cavern of the Stolen Faith, haven't got to them just yet. Trying to get through the easier ones first, get some stuff unlocked at the Monster Arena. Okay, so I think we've got 3 more of these to get. Yeah, well, Final Fantasy VII, dude, was originally being developed for the Super Nintendo, but then the PlayStation obviously hit the radar and Square made their deals with Sony and what have you, so they effectively had to start development on Final Fantasy VII from scratch for the PlayStation, and they developed the entire game in a year. Now, obviously, FF7 is definitely a classic, and it's beloved even to this day, which is why, you know, Square are doing the remake and stuff. And it is actually my favourite game. So that's the context to say what I'm about to say. But Final Fantasy VII, in many cases, was clearly rushed. Still no dragon. I mean, Square have admitted as much. You know, they've said that characters like Yuffie and Vincent were intended to be fully integrated party members in the same sense as, you know, the other party members not being optional and far more story to them and cutscenes and all of that good stuff. And the only reason they're not is because they had to get the game out so quickly in order to, I think it was for the PlayStation launch. And there's also areas that were cut completely from the game due to time constraints in development that we never got to see. And there's remnants of them, you know, there's doorways and passages and cave entrances that you can see but don't lead anywhere. So I've often wondered what FF7 would have been like if it had the full vision back in the day put into fruition. It's quite funny, actually, how Final Fantasy VII was rushed through development in a span of about a year. And it's now considered to be one of the best games of all time. And then a game like Final Fantasy 15 was in development for about 10 years and came out in such a sorry state. In fact, it seems to be a curse, doesn't it? Games that take, or enter development hell as it's called, and take many years to push through the cycle of development, tend to be a real disappointment when they're finally released. I think the big one's probably Duke Nukem Forever, isn't it? You guys remember that? I think it was about 15 years in development. And by the time it came out, nobody cared about it. And it wasn't a patch on Duke Nukem 3D. And after the long wait, it was a big disappointment. Okay, I think we need 2 more of those dragons. Oh, certainly, I will be fighting the Dark Aeons, Matt. I don't think I'll be doing that today, because I'm just not prepared for them yet. I haven't actually done any grinding in terms of character power, really. But yeah, eventually we will be, for sure. Going to be doing everything.
Live and let live.
Hi, Storm Shelter. Right now we are just Monster Fiend capturing for the Monster Arena. So we are definitely in the grindy part of the game now, the end game of Final Fantasy X. And all I'm looking for is these dragons in this particular zone. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I've got Yuna in the party now, because Anima is so important in the Monster Arena, especially when the rest of the party is under-leveled. However, Anima isn't great to begin with. For the Monster Arena, you do need to power her up, and that means powering up Yuna. So you can spend spheres directly on Anima, I'm aware of that. But it's much more effective and a little bit less wasteful to just power Anima up by leveling Yuna's sphere grid up naturally. Oh yeah, Audi. Yeah, just a friendly reminder as well, guys, that this is the PS4 version of Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. So, no encounters, turbo speed, all of those gameplay enhancements, as Square call them, do not exist here. They only are on the PC version, the Xbox and the Switch versions of the game. Although I would love them if they were. So, Square, if you're watching this, which I'm sure you are not, please patch them in for us PS4 players, although I'm sure by the time you do, our journey to the Platinum Trophy will be well and truly done with. Okay, one more after this, I believe. Yeah, I used to love Duke Nukem 3D back in the day. I mean, the expansions were a bit sucky, I've got to be honest with you, but I still used to get them when they came out if I could persuade my parents to, you know, to buy them for me. Yeah, it seems to be about 2 to 3 years, doesn't it, dude, for... Well, actually, I think for, like, a proper AAA game, it's probably a little bit longer. Why am I killing these? What a waste of time. I just need one more dragon. Yeah. Yeah, putting in the proper graft here, Harley, though not by choice, I have to admit. Trust me, if I had turbo speed and double encounter rate and all of that good jazz for this grind, you can bet by golly I would be using them. So I can't take credit for that. Oh, that's going to be pretty nuts, Storm.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, how far through that grind are you? Cheers, Daniel. Well, it's very good gaming for fun. Getting Jet Shot too, so congrats on getting it. It does use a fair bit of HP. Well, I think this is the last one we need. But yeah, if you can get Jack's shot 2, which you have, then... yeah, well done. It's going to make Blitzball even easier. So Jack's shot 2 nullifies 3 opponents. I have actually got Iron Fury Lone Star. I did buy it on Steam. I think it was in a sale. I've not actually installed it or played it, but yeah, as a big fan of like Duke Nukem 3D, I saw the style of Iron Fury and had to get it, but I just haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I will get to it at some point. I'm not really, believe it or not, a big fan of like first-person shooters, but some of those older first-person shooters, I really did have a blast with back in the day. I used to love playing Unreal tournaments, even though I used to only play it against bots. I don't think I had online internet access when I got Unreal Tournament, the original game. But I still played many, many hours.
I'll be right back.
Just, you know, doing capture the flag with the bots and stuff. It was a lot of fun. Oh, thank you, Dragon Sabin. And it's nice to know that you managed to find my channel through the Final Fantasy VI series, because that's quite a new one. So yeah, good to have you here. Chris Adair became a YouTube member. Thank you so much, Chris. Upgraded your membership. That's very kind. Thank you, sir. Oh, I don't need to kill any more of these, but I should get the message now, just confirming that I have indeed killed enough, or captured enough. Yep. So we are officially done in Mushroom Rock. What am I doing? I need to be careful because I don't want to capture the Dark Aeons. Well, not capture them, but encounter them, really. So I don't want to leave this area. Where's the lift gone? That's what I need. Have I got to run all the way to the end of this place? I thought we could get the elevator back down. Or have I just not reached it? Yeah, this is one of the more confusing areas in the game. Ah, I think we just hadn't got to it. There we go. Hi, Thrill 6. Yes, I will be going for penance without using Yojimbo. But obviously I need to get a little bit more power first. Normally when I kill penance, I don't need break HP limit, so that's fine, but I still need to get a lot of stats on the sphere grid. Okay. So, next up on my list is... Okay, where do you guys want me to go next? Macalania. I only need to go to the lake. I've done everything in the woods. Or Bikanel. I'll tell you what. Let's create a completely and utterly pointless poll. Since I've got to do both anyway. Right, where to next, guys, for capturing? Which environment would you like to see first? Alright, Antipex, thanks so much for stopping by. I'm also going to need to try and get to the Calm Lands at some point in order to capture the rest of the Fiends there. Yeah, it's about 45 minutes, that fight. Well, actually longer than that. Probably closer to an hour doing penance. Looks like Bikanel is just coming through in first place there at 52%. Crikey, this is almost as close as the Brexit vote. Okay, Bikanel Desert it is. Let's go ahead and head to Bikanel. Yep, no, it's not Sanubia Sands because that's just a small location. Okay, 56% want me to go to Bikanel first. A very exciting and very pointless poll. Alright, let's go ahead and end that. Ah, nice job, Thrill Seeks. Nice job. Right, I just need to mark off that I've already got 8 Cactuar. How do we find the Cactuar when we're not doing the side quest? Let's go ahead and make sure that Waka does not have his off-season equipped. I'm also going to save my game. Yeah, more important. Well, we have got to get to every area, so... Still important. Well, that would be one long encounter gaming for fun. Actually, it might not be as long, because I'm pretty sure both bosses do more damage, don't they, than the parties do to them. I have to say penance, though, if we're going based on numbers rather than lore of the characters, of the monsters, because, well, penance has abilities that are just insane in terms of the amount of damage they do. Hiya, Roland. Right, okay. So we've got a sand wolf. I need to try and mark these off on my list. There's some pretty nasty monsters here. Sandwolf, Mushu, Shushu, Mushu. And an Alcyone. Let me just mark those off. Oh, it didn't. Didn't die, did it? I think Waka will need to take care of that. Okay. I'm actually going to have to open with haste, I feel, in these fights. As I forgot these fiends are a little bit trickier. Oh, thank you, Jacob. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll head over there as we capture fiends on the way. Let's drop a couple of heals down as well so we don't get destroyed. How you doing, Phenor? No, I haven't. And it's exactly the same enemy formation. So let's see if we're going to get one of those flame breaths. We didn't. Brilliant. I haven't actually played it gaming for fun, so I'm not all that familiar with it. Yeah, I've already caught 8 Cactuars because I did the minigame that you need for Riku's Sigil. Well, we don't need to capture them, so we can leave those. Hi, Liquid Snake. Yeah, I'm not really into the Souls games myself, personally, so it's not one I'm going to be getting into, really. I won't be buying it. I did try the demo, but, you know, just because it's Final Fantasy, but yeah, I couldn't stick at it for long. Years Matt's easy, Steve says. You can beat it with auto battle. Well, actually, the thing with Years Matt is it does start relatively easy, but it actually gets a little trickier by the end. Now, on the original game, that's kind of annoying because it's such a long fight, you don't have speed up, that if you get complacent and get destroyed at the end, after like an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours in the battle, yeah, it's not a nice feeling. At the moment, Phenor, monster capturing. I've already done the secret area for Bikanel. I'm working on a video. It's sort of a longer term video, so it won't be going up anytime soon. But it's going to be like the ultimate guide to all of the celestial weapons. And a lot of the secret areas are going to be covered in that. Okay, we're getting there. We've got a couple of the bigger enemies to go. Yeah. I feel like I'm too old for the Soul games. My reaction times are just way worse than they used to be. Yeah, I haven't needed haste in the end with this little routine we've got ourselves into. Oh, do you like that, Aldi? I cheated. That's just a picture rather than a poster, just a picture on my PC.
That won't go so easy on you.
But yeah, glad you like it. Oh, you mean like recording videos and stuff, Daniel? Well, if you've got PS4, I think you can, or PS5, I think you can do it straight through the console itself. You don't need anything extra. You just, you know, need a decent internet connection, really. Okay. So for those that haven't been keeping count, I've killed 6 of the birds, 5 of the Mushu, and 6 of the sand wolves. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one, Shadow. Oh, yes, gaming for fun. Well, actually, I don't know if I remember the first time. I've done it so many times, to be honest with you. Right, I think this is where we can encounter cactuars and also the sandworms and the like, and the zoos. I'm not sure if we can kill this with Wakka's stone weapon. And it's also an ambush as well. Yeah, I'm going to stay on top of healing there for Yuna. Yeah, I think Skepsis, this will actually be the first playthrough I've ever done where I capture, or rather collect, all of the celestial weapons. I feel like it's something I can do now, because I've done all of the hard side quests, like the lightning dodging and the chocobo stuff and that, and the butterfly capturing. Oh, have I got a quick hit? Is that something I have? It is, but it's expensive, so not really that useful. Maybe delay attack's okay to use. We could steal the chests if we wish, but that would just add on to our time. Rizky, thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member. That's very kind of you, thank you. I wonder if there's a quicker way to kill these. It's not been exactly dangerous, but got to get through another 9. Which could take a bit of time. The Amiga dungeon. I haven't really decided yet, Fiend. I'm not in any particular rush, to be honest with you. I've got to go there to capture fiends. Okay, this thing we want to put bio onto, otherwise we could be here for a while. So, let's do that now, shall we?
Well then, what next?
This thing has about 40,000 HP, or 45,000. I also might just go ahead and change... yeah, change Tidus's weapon for these fights and just don't get the killing blow with him. Do a little bit of damage, but not a huge amount. Oh, come on, Lulu. I want to get Waka back in here. 36,000. I think we need to bring somebody else in to do some damage as well. These things can suck you out of the battle, can't they? Which could potentially be really annoying, if I'm honest. I'm going to give Tidus his other weapon back because he's not doing a huge amount of damage anyhow, and I don't want him to kill this creature when I can't see its HP. Demi works, does it? Well, that's good to know. Thank you. Ah, here we go, look. I'll mark this off anyway in good faith that we are actually going to kill the darn thing, or capture it rather. There we go. Oh no, I can't cast bio on it. That was a mistake. What a waste of time that was. Okay. Let me just see. Yeah, I do have Demi, so maybe we'll just Demi it down. Okay. Yeah, welcome to those of you joining us. We're just going through the grind in Final Fantasy X. We're at the end game now. So a lot of monster and capturing, getting all these fiends over to the monster arena. I'll take it that Demi does not work on this fella. It does. So, yeah, we might want to bear that in mind. Need to bring unit in if we're able. Oh, yeah. That's the plan, Daniel. Right, another zoo to tick off the list. Wouldn't mind bumping into a few of those cactuars. I do want to try and level Anima up, you see. So, need that luscious AP with Yuna. Yeah, those worms are super annoying, aren't they? They really are. We should kill this, I think. Yeah. Oh, Yuna's not going to get it. Oh, flipping heck. Oh, well. I need one more Cactuar. Yeah, you see how much AP they give you? Especially if you have 2 in a battle, you get 16,000. Let me just check one cheeky thing here. Oh. I thought I'd upgraded it where it gets to double AP, but I haven't. No, I didn't gaming for fun. But then I thought, we got to try those things out. Zoo was enormous in FF15. It was, wasn't it, Fiend? It really was, you're right. I mean, so were a lot of Fiends. I mean, Final Fantasy 15 had its problems. And I'm the first to admit that. I need to bring Lulu in. I should have hasted, not to worry. But the monster design in it was gorgeous. It really was. Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah, me like that. Yeah, I think a hasted Lulu is not going to go amiss if I can target her. The good thing with Demi is you can't actually kill an enemy with Demi as far as I know. Nope. So we can just spam it and do a ton of damage and have no fear. Can we delay attack? Oh, it might be immune. Oh, no, we can. The only problem with this Demi trick is that... Oh, actually, I think Lulu's got the 1 MP thingy-majig. Let me just see. Oh, Demi only costs... Oh, no, she's got 2 MP for everything. Okay. That's about it. Well, we got our first sandworm. Oh, thank you so much, Daniel. Yeah. Yeah, that is Lulu's ultimate weapon, or celestial weapon, the Onion Knight, fully powered up. I completely forgot about it, which is why she's got the 1 MP cost. Although all her magic was costing 2 MP, which was peculiar. I'm not sure how that works exactly. We could double cast. Yes, I forgot we'd learned that on the Sphere Grid, Elijah. Thank you. That'll speed things up a touch, won't it? Ah! Oh, well. As long as Lulu gets it. Yeah, thanks, Daniel. Okay, so we got a special double cast. Demi. And again. And this is going to be some nice damage here. Oh, yeah. Ah, okay, Tootin. Yeah, so it doubles the MP cost for more damage, doesn't it? That does make sense, I've got to say. Do I really want to start wasting ethers on Tidus? I don't. Yeah, you're absolutely right, guys. It will be that magic booster ability. One more, do you think? Probably wasn't needed. Well, another sandworm to tick off the list. 2 down, only 8 to go. Should probably head back to a safe... Actually, do I really... Yeah, I'm going to head back to a safe sphere because haste on Lulu alone, at least, is very helpful. And I think we're just about out of... Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, we can actually demi these as well, can't we? I got enough for 1 haste. Yep. Okay, yeah, these can be demied as well, as we just tested. A lot less HP than the sandworms, but still. Not a bad strategy. Oh, hello, Wes. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, hope work goes well for you, mate. Oh, good luck, Daniel. Yeah, I did put a video out for it, showing the secret spot and stuff you can do to really help out with the Lightning Dancer trophy. So check that out if you need to. Where am I going? Oh, we've got enough for 1 more battle of hasteness. Okay, a sandwolf and 2 of the birdies. Let's see where we're at with those. Okay, I just need 2 more of the birds. Ah, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Oh, Dark Swordsman's around, Thrill Seeks. And Pre was here last time, actually. Yeah, I've got to say, for me, out of the minigames in Final Fantasy X that I've done on this playthrough, the Lightning Dancer was a lot less worse than I expected it was going to be, if I'm honest. I've never done it before because I've always tried to do it the proper way. And yeah, in that context, you're going to fail because it relies a lot of luck more than actual skill, since you have to just predict when a lightning strike's going to happen, and to do that 200 times in a row, well, it's obviously a bit of a nuisance. But with the trick, where you can predict the lightning, it makes the whole thing a lot more reasonable. However, the Chocobo races, on the other hand, ended up being a lot worse than I remembered them being. Especially the balloon race. I'm pretty sure I will never be doing that again, ever, for the rest of my life. I did play the demo, Fiend. Not really for me, to be honest with you, so I probably won't. Oh, you Welsh Rabbit. Oh, I just realised I didn't tick that last zoo off. Let's do that. Oh, and this one I may as well while I'm here. The tech kibble. Not sure what you mean by the tech there, sorry. Yeah, I know we did that in about an hour, didn't we, Shadow, on stream? But I had been doing it for days before that live stream, if I'm honest. Yeah, that was a nuisance as well, Tootin. That really was. But I actually think the balloon race was even more tricky. The thing with the 5 chests thing, at least on every race, you have the ability to do it. It's just down to, you know, how fast you are at opening the chests. Whereas the balloons, you know, that balloon race is only partly determined by how skillful you are. It's more determined by the luck of the draw in how the course is laid out every time you start it. And if you get a bad course, you've still got to get all the way through to the end before you can respawn it. So it's just really annoying. What is it with the targeting in this game sometimes? Oh dear. I wouldn't be surprised if that's something I end up with, Corner, on the channel. It's not something I've actively planned for, but we are getting through them, so I wouldn't be surprised one day if that is the resulting situation. Oh, okay. Elijah. What do you think I should do that on? The sandworms?
Take that.
Okay, I'll tick that one off. So I've done 4 of them. Well, we've done 5, but 1 died without being captured. When I do that, Holly, I'll probably just be doing the good old traditional Don Tombury method. Which I can't do yet, as I haven't unlocked the stuff required for it. But whichever method you use, that's a grind and a half, in all honesty. It really is. Right, I want Unit to get a little bit of the old AP here. Okay, another Cactuar. In fact, that's the last Cactuar I need. So I've got all 10 of them. However, if I encounter any more, I shall, of course, be just bringing Unit in for the AP. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely my least favourite minigame, I would say that, of Final Fantasy X. The Chocobo Balloon Race. 3 Sandwolves to add to the bag. I'd love to know where we're keeping all these fiends. Okay, we are actually done with Sandwolves now. Right, okay, I'm just going to have to check, aren't I, if I have those. Shadow Gem plus Gambler Spirits. Let's see what I've got. Shadow Gem, because that'd be really helpful if I do. I've got 6 Shadow Gems. Unfortunately, I don't think I've got any of those Gambler Spirits. So. If I do get them, though, that'd be a good little trick, for sure. Okay, it works on all the monsters in Sin and Amiga Ruins. Nice. Yeah, because there's some very tricky monsters in that area, isn't there? I've already got some armor to help us prepare for those locations, to guard against things like stone and stuff. Are you talking about Eternal Calm, are you, Tom? If so, it's been so long since I listened to it, mate. I don't really remember. Alright, we're halfway through the zoos. Oh, okay. Okay, it's worth stealing from these then, is it? Okay, maybe we can do that. Let's get Waka out for now. If they're going to help us out as well, I'm not going to say no. Oh, she hasn't got a capture weapon. Whoops. Oh, actually, am I done with these? I'm actually done with these anyway, so that's fine. I'll steal a few for now. Oh, no problems, Havram. Oops, that was Riku. Yeah, so we can get sleeping pads. I think I might have a few of these anyway. I'll check. Why do I keep doing that? Okay. No, that is not a stupid question at all. So I'm talking about Welsh Rabbit's question. I'm not doing the chest simply to save time. I can do it here because I've got Riku in the party. But when we have the zoo creature and I'm not using Riku, then that's why. Just as a time saver, because this is a lengthy grind as it is, you see. Rizkey, does the PS4 have the speed feature? It doesn't, unfortunately. It is the only version of the HD remaster that doesn't, so kind of annoying. But it is what it is. You do, Liquid Snake, yes. You have to capture every fiend, including the Marlboros. Oh yeah, I need to check how much of that I've got. That sleep powder. I mean, there's probably a way of getting it easily from the monster arena, like unlocking 99 at a time, isn't there? There usually is with these things. Weak mode, Hellworm. Oh, I don't remember, Kibble. That was a while ago for me. I'm not sure if I did everything on weak mode. From what I remember, I could be wrong. I think I burnt myself out a little bit by that point on Final Fantasy XII, because the main Final Fantasy XII walkthrough where I got the Platinum Trophy, I did about 230 videos on YouTube. And then I started weak mode straight after completing all that, which I probably shouldn't have done. I should have taken a break. And so I don't think I got all the way through it, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I need two of these birds, so yes, we'll grab these. And then we are done with them. Okay, that's Birdie's done. Birdie's done, Sandwolf done, Cactuar's done. We're getting there, we're getting there. Let's save, just in case we get destroyed. You never know, it could happen. Okay, Elijah. Yeah, I think everybody, well, a lot of them do have that now. Yeah, Waka, Tidus, Lulu, Auron. Okay, Yuna needs it. Just check Yuna again. No, she has got it. It was just in a different place. Yeah, everybody's got the Comrade. So we're sorted there. Oh, it's an ambush. Did not notice that. Yeah, by far and away, I would fully agree with you guys. The skipping, the jump rope, whatever you want to call it, in Final Fantasy IX is by, yeah, far and away the worst minigame in my opinion. Across just any game ever that I've ever played. It's insane. Are you starting it now, are you, Daniel? Oh, I hope it goes well for you, mate. It might take a bit of practice, so don't let yourself get down if you don't do it first time. But once you've got the gist of it, you'll get there. My only tip is to take a break after every 10 or 20. I need to be careful because Lulu doesn't have capture on the Onion Knight. Just to compose yourself, really. Oh, thank you, Chip. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it, actually, manipulating the RNG and seeing the sight and grat spawn when you know it has a 1 in 10,000 chance normally. Yeah, it's a very, very therapeutic weapon to try and get. Unless you're trying to get it the proper way, then it's a hair-pulling weapon to try and get. Mong Chart, you got the platinum for FF10 too. You got to say FF10 is harder. Yeah, I haven't really done a trophy hunt on 10-2 myself, but I'm not surprised about that because there's so many annoying trophies on Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X-2, I can imagine, is also a little annoying because of the fact that you have to not miss out on silly little bits to get the 100%. But as long as you pay attention to your playthrough and reload if you need to at any point you miss anything, then I'd imagine it can't be as bad as 10. Although, like I say, not done it myself. Oh, you grand part of one. Oh, Gerand, I beg your pardon.
See ya.
Right, another sandworm. Halfway through the sandworms. Off the top of my head, Shadow, I can't think of anything early on. But I'm sure Red Mario will correct me if there's anything you need to pay attention to in the very early game. You started it on the actual Super Nintendo? You've still got one of those, have you, Shadow? Or was it an emulated version? Oh, was it? I must have been miscounting if that's the case. I don't need these. I could steal from them, but for capturing, I'm just going to run away. Which game's that, Isaiah, that you want on the Switch? Sorry, mate, I missed some of the conversation. Well, people want me to do Final Fantasy X 2. I know a few people have asked if I'm going to, but it's one of those games that I feel could really annoy people. I mean, I sort of have to be in the mood for it myself, but I'm happy to do it because I do want to really do a 100% guide for it at some point, as it's one that is missing on my channel. And the job system, I know it's like in the form of the dress system, but it's a far more traditional system, and it is a lot of fun when you get the hang of it. Alright, let's mark that off. Oh, I see, I was like, yeah, the game's on Switch, but you're right, you can't actually get the darn bow by manipulating the RNG. Well, some people say you can. I've tried it with many different methods, and I never really got it to work consistently. Or at all. I don't think I ever saw a bow on the Switch. Maybe that's why Square isn't patching in the ability to use the cheats and stuff in Final Fantasy X on PS4. Maybe they're thinking that we've got the best version of the Zodiac Age with the ability to get the invisible weapons so easily. So we kind of just have to live with the fact that other console players need something too. I'm only using haste on Lulu because of the MP situation, so I don't have to keep going back to the save sphere to heal up. Okay, if I'm counting correctly, I've caught 6 of those. Final Fantasy VII Remake, is it worth downloading? Have you not played it then, I take it, Welsh Michael? Because I had a lot of fun with that game, I'm going to be honest with you, but I'm a big fan of the original Final Fantasy VII as well. I mean, the original will always be the best for me, but I didn't expect anything different to that, even when I played FF7 Remake, or before I started playing it, I should say. But yeah, I'm kind of hyped now for part 2 of FF7R. I don't expect to be hearing any news on FF7R Part 2 during the stream today. Or this evening. Which is something that I don't want to say people are expecting, but I wouldn't be surprised if a few people are. But I am expecting Final Fantasy 16 news. So just in case you've only just joined us, what I'm talking about is the fact that there's a state of play later on today by Sony, and it's been announced that it's going to be focused on Japanese publishers, which effectively, to me, combined with the fact that Square last year, just let me mark that off 1 sec, said that we are going to be hearing more Final Fantasy 16 news this spring, which is now. To me, that's just indicative of the state of play hopefully being dedicated to Final Fantasy 16, maybe with a few extra, you know, announcements for other game publishers as well, but we'll see. But I think I've got the hang of taking these down fairly quickly. One of the things that does annoy me with the grind in Final Fantasy X is the animation time. It's one of the reasons why I think, you know, PC and Xbox and Switch players love the turbo mode, because the animation times to get into battle and when enemies do silly things and stuff, it really does drag on, especially when you've seen it 100 or 200 times and you just want to get through it. Sorry guys, I think I've been missing your chats. Has anyone ever got Sight and Grat legit? I would imagine so, but I would say that is few and far between. Yeah, 1 in 10,000 chance. Pretty much puts it out of reach for most people. Oh, I've not checked that out, Shadow. Yeah, if I do play Final Fantasy X too, and I'll need to reacquaint myself with it, then I'll have to check some of these folks out that have got awesome guides and stuff. I think we just need to do, is it 3? 3 double casts on the sandworms.
See ya.
Oh, really, Funky Lions? Playing FF10 is like watching an episode of Charlie's Angels. Well, I don't think I've ever watched it, mate, so I wouldn't know. Probably wouldn't be my cup of tea, though. FF7 Remake is brilliant. It is, Alec. It is.
Live and let live.
I've noticed as well the controversy has died down with FF7 Remake, and okay, you know, minor spoiler alert, but without going into story spoilers, a lot of things changed from the original game, especially towards the end. And when that first was revealed, when people started to get to those points of the game, it did cause a lot of controversy. Another Mushu. But people seem to be pretty hyped up now for part 2, so I just really, really hope. The one thing that worries me with part 2 is that Square go Disney. You guys remember when, what was it, The Last Jedi came out? The Star Wars film. And a lot of fans hated it. Okay, they really, really despised it in many ways. Gonna haste here so that we can kill this thing with Unity. And then for the next film, Disney basically changed it completely. Like the direction that The Last Jedi took things in to appease the fans. And it ended up making it a film that pleased nobody. That is what I don't want Square to do. They've made a choice now, clearly, with the direction that they want to take Final Fantasy VII Remake going forwards in. And I just hope they stick to it. Because if they don't, if they backtrack because they feel like they're going to get criticism going, you know, from fans and stuff, I just feel like it's going to create a disjointed affair, just like we got with the Star Wars trilogy, sequel trilogy. Which just sucks, quite frankly, because none of the films were really connected to one another. And I hope that Square don't make that ever. I really do. I'm sure they won't. But you never know, do you? You never know. I need Lulu back. Yeah, I've done the Cactuars, Elijah. I actually got 8 of them done from the minigame. How many more of these do I need? 2 more. Yeah, it's a bit of a grindy area, this one, isn't it? We've been at it for, what, an hour and 15 minutes or so? I would expect so, Fiend. Actually, I don't know, but I think it will be. Yeah, I think it will be, to tell you the truth. Yeah, so is Chrono Cross coming to PC only, is it? Initially. I know it's coming out in April. Yeah, it could be, Shadow. It could be. I did, Elijah. Yes. Yeah, the God Hand is fully powered up. Oh, you'll get it, Daniel. You'll get it, mate. Yeah, it is one of the annoying mini-games. But if I can do it, I assure you anyone can do it. It will just take a bit of practice and a bit of time for you, I think. Yeah, I think you're right, Arbushi. I mean, part 1... or the first game, whatever you want to call it. That's the final zoo that we need. It definitely gave the impression that the story is going in a whole new direction now. But then we got that little bit of a cinematic after Intergrade when it was released on PS5. Like a bit of an epilogue. And it seemed to take us right back to the original game. Like things were just going to be sticking to the story beats that we already know and love. So, yeah, like I say, I hope whatever is going to happen is what Square have planned to happen and not a reaction to what fans have told them they want to happen. Yep, I've finished the zoos, you're right. Grease lightning. Yeah. Hi, Quentin. How you doing, Quentin? And welcome back, Thrill Seeks.
I'll be right back.
Oh, finished work for the day. Super. Oh, I'm not sure, Shadow. If it says it's for all platforms, then that's what it'll be. Somebody, I think, just mentioned in chat that it was
I won't go so easy on you next
not
time.
coming to consoles or something. But I might have misread or misunderstood. Right, I still need 3 more sandworms. Crikey, these are slow. But they are the last of the larger enemies now. The rarer enemies, if you like. Oh yeah, the monster arena itself is a lot of fun, isn't it, Elijah? It is just the grind. And I know, technically, we don't have to capture 10 of each Fiend right now. But we've got to do it to unlock Nemesis, so may as well just do it whilst we're here type of thing in each area. Hey, Thrill Seeks, have you got your next theme park trip planned yet? Of course, we've captured all of these giant flipping birds that we need to get, so the game's just going to spawn them over and over now. When it knows I just want the sandworms. Yeah, definitely red. I did mention, I think I would safely say that is my worst Final Fantasy trophy.
I'll be
Or
right
mini
back.
game. Even 100 would have you pulling your hair out. But yeah, it would have been better than 1,000. For sure. Ah, let's grab some of the good old experience here for Yuna.
It's over.
Oh, nice one, dude. Just one Tombury to go. Very nice. Yeah, the reason, again, guys, I'm just trying to get a little bit of AP on a few sphere levels on Yuna. If the opportunity presents itself, I'm not, like, actively trying to farm for it at this particular junction. But if I get the opportunity to get some levels for her, I will, so that I can power Anima up. That will help us out as we get into the early stages of the monster arena. Where the flibbles are all these sandworms? They've just stopped appearing. Oh, very nice, Thrill Seeks. Yeah, I think Nemesis at Alton Towers is quite possibly one of my favourite roller coasters in the world. Well, out of the ones that I've been on. I know it's old now, but I remember going on it the year that it opened. I think it was 1994, if I'm not mistaken. I was 10 years old. Or 11. I think I was 10. I was only just tall enough. Reaching the 140 centimetre height requirement. See how sad I am remembering all this? It was a good day, though. That's why I remember. And up until that point, I'd always been scared of roller coasters, especially ones that took you upside down. But I had some friends with me on that day. I didn't want to embarrass myself, so I went on it. I was absolutely scared to death and had an absolute amazing time. Really did enjoy it. Another sandworm. So we need 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more after this one. They're going to be retracking it, Thrill Seeks. That'll be nice. I haven't been on it for a few years, but I do remember when I last went on it, it was a bit of a headbanger. I think it makes your ears red, doesn't it? So, yeah, it'll be nice if they can smooth it out. It's getting old. Although nowhere near as bad as a roller coaster I went on at Busch Gardens a few years ago in Tampa. That was painful. Yep, just 2 more of these. Okay, Anika, I've got to be honest. Oh, that was up by the Cactuar Stone, wasn't it? I was going to say I can't remember where that is, but I do remember. The only thing is, it's a bit of a journey from here, isn't it? Yeah, sadly, I can't go on roller coasters as much as I used to be able to now that I'm older. I'm going to a theme park in the summer for a couple of days called Chessington World of Adventures, taking the kids. Me and the wife, and we're meeting some other family down there as well. My sister and her partner and their daughter. And that'll be the first time we've been to a theme park since the pandemic era anyway. But I mostly just go on the rides with the kids now. I really enjoy them, don't get me wrong, but I just start to feel a little bit nauseous if I do too much. Yeah, still hunting fiends, Audi. I've got a couple more to go before we move on from this area. Oh, they're not for everyone, are Bushy, so I wouldn't worry about it. They are fun, though, if you can stomach it. Let's bring Lulu back. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, Thrill Seeks. Oops, it's this way. Yeah, we've booked into the hotel for a couple of nights.
Live and let live.
The Chessington Hotel. Okay, Elijah. Is this the area? Yes. So if we head down there, we should be able to grab a bit of stuff that we need, should we? Okay, another Mitsubishi, whatever they're called. I still need 2 more of them. Oh, okay, Dark. Yeah, I'm thinking of actually moving unit over to Auron's grid. And just getting like a ton of the stuff. I can't remember how to get down into here. It's a little bit further up. Ooh, another sandy worm. It is very nice, Thrill Seeks. We did stop there once before a few years ago. I mean, it's a little annoying that it's substantially more expensive than Premier Inns, and Premier Inns are actually pretty decent. But the kids do love it, so... And they've got a swimming pool, which is pretty cool as well, with some slides and what have you. How you getting on with the lightning, Daniel? Is it your worst enemy yet? Or not quite that bad at the moment? Okay, another sandworm, which means we require just 1 more of those.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, this is a nice setup, having Waka with the Stone Strike, which, okay, hasn't worked much in this area. But having 1 person with Stone Strike on their capture weapons, and then having Tidus with capture weapon and First Strike as well, so you can escape if need be.
I won't go so easy on you next.
Okay, I hope the sandworms are in this location, because I only need 1 more. Well, I think you've destroyed my record, Daniel, if yours is 120. I think I might have got to about 50 or 60.
Live and let live.
It's absolutely nuts that you have to jab the button 1,000 times without pausing, isn't it? Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. This is really going to help out for a little bit of anima action later on. Get rid of Lulu here. Hopefully we won't miss anything. Nice. Yeah, nice little spot there. Thank you for the tip there, guys. 24,000 AP. I'm not going to grumble at that. And also with the weapons and armor we'll be able to sell as well. I wish I'd been farming here the whole time now. Whilst we've been capturing the bigger fiends. Oh, I'll tell you what, Daniel, 120 is not far off what you needed, so... Yeah, I think you'll get there. Yeah, that'd be good, Dark. Then we can get the triple AP stuff, can't we? What am I doing? Oh, yeah, killing cactuses. Or cacti. Cactuars are one of the Final Fantasy traditions, aren't they? I'd love to know if anybody still knows at Square who actually designed them first, and whichever Final Fantasy game that was, I'm not sure. Because if they're still there, they should probably get a raise. They've become a staple of the franchise now. In some ways, you know, as much as, say, Chocobos and the like. Shiget-san, sorry for probably butchering your name there, but hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yes, I do have Quick Hit, Phenor. The only problem is it uses a lot of MP. Well, I have it on Tidus anyway. I haven't got it with my other party members yet. But I always consider the end game of Final Fantasy X to be a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah, nice one, Daniel. That's pretty much the method that allows you to do it reasonably, isn't it? Let's go straight down to Lulu. No sandworm action yet. I think I've extincted the population with all the killing we've been doing. Whoa. I'm going to need to head back after this fight in order to heal up MP. Right, we'll just swing unit in and out first of all. And we'll get Yuna back out and start... In fact, we could just run away now. We don't need to kill these, do we? We'll still get the experience for killing the Catois. Yeah, most hated and well-known enemies. Yeah, it's like tradition as well, isn't it? That Catois will always have a high evasion rate, whilst giving decent rewards. I'm just going to kill this one so that we can get to a save sphere. I'm not finding the sandworms down here, so I do need to move back out, I feel. Have you been, have you, Sage Midget? Yeah, it's a lot of fun, isn't it? It's been a while, like I say, since I've been, but... It's not the most hardcore theme park. You know? It's not quite like, I don't know, Thorpe Park or Alton Towers in terms of the amount of roller coasters and that, but for a family day out, I don't think it can be beat, really. Right, Mitsubushi's. We need just one more. Yeah, no worries, mate, no worries. Where's my save sphere when it's at home? I think it's over here. Yeah, good point. Because there's not going to be any sandworms on the way, is there? It's the closest save sphere this way. Just bear with me one moment. Okay. Get rid of all that jazz. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, where am I going? Gotta love a bit of chat spam, haven't you? It wouldn't be a stream without a bit of it. I feel like I've come the long way for a save sphere. Was it Final Fantasy VI, was it, Welsh Rabbit? And the man himself, Tetsuya Nomura, was the designer of them. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the first area that we were in here with the sandworms because I just need one more to spawn. I was hoping to get through more regions today. I didn't realise it was going to be such a grind just going through Bikanel. Oh, is that the case, is it, Mongshark? That's interesting because... Hang on, where am I going? I've completely lost the plot as to where I need to be here. Yeah, because that was like a fan theory, wasn't it, for so long, so... It's interesting if they've actually got some confirmation there. Officially, in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Okay, I think we can get them around here. I don't think they spawn in the deserty bit with the cactuses down there because... Well, I didn't see any after a lot of battles.
Here we go.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Are you, Dad? I hope work goes well. Yes, I will be watching the State of Play later. I'm expecting it to be a Final Fantasy XVI State of Play. Based on the little tidbits of info and nuggets of information we've had. Number one, Square at the end of last year telling us that spring they're going to be updating us on the game.
I'll be right back.
And then the State of Play being announced with Sony saying that there's going to be a focus on Japanese publishers for games that we already know about. To me, all that is code that we can expect a big chunk, if not all of this State of Play to be FF16 related. I could be wrong, probably am, bit too much hopium, but, you know, that could be the case. They do spawn down there, do they? Okay, I was just unfortunate and didn't get to see any.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Final Fantasy XVI is going to make an appearance tonight, guys, so don't quote me on that. All I know is the absolute official information is Square last year saying that spring of 2022, they're going to be giving us a big update on the game. And the State of Play was announced yesterday by Sony, saying that it would be 20 minutes long with a focus on Japanese publisher, with no new game announcements. To me, that just screams Final Fantasy XVI, in all honesty. It really does. Let's kill some of these XP killers, or XP givers, I mean. Nice. Just what we wanted.
I'll be right back.
I believe it will just be on YouTube, Dark Swordsman. I believe, anyway. Yeah, I would be surprised if we heard absolutely nothing, Dad. No, Arbushi, it's going to be a single-player game, not a multiplayer MMO. So it's going back to the roots. The first time since Final Fantasy 15 that we will be getting a brand new into the franchise Final Fantasy single-player game. I know that we had 7 Remake, but of course that was also a remake of a game that existed already. These sandworms have become extremely elusive. Now that I only need one more. Elijah, I heard it's going to be 11 PM UK time. Let me just check what time it is in the UK. State of Play time. What time is the State of Play live stream? Oh, it's 10 PM in the UK. That's not too bad. Gives me a chance to watch it and then make a video talking about anything that might be related to the channel in terms of Final Fantasy before I go to bed. since it's only going to be 20 minutes long. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. I'm glad I checked that because I had 11 p.m. in my mind. I would have missed it. Oh, the final dragon that we need. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, so all we need now is one stinking sandworm and we can say goodbye to the Bikanel Desert. That is not a sandworm. Yeah, it's interesting you say that, Liquid Snake, because I keep hearing a few things about that as well. I don't know if they are, that it's going to be, say, a fully fledged FF9 remake. Sorry, FF7 style remake, but it might just be a big improvement over the original game.
Live and let live.
But still retain the sort of same style, if that makes sense. You're playing Final Fantasy XII on your phone? Oh, that's interesting. Not done that myself.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, one thing is that I have seen, this is one of the things that's fueling the rumours. There was a fan concept of a Final Fantasy IX remake that a fan made a few years ago, and it looked incredible. It really did. It was very different style to FF7R, because it still looked like the original FF9, but it was completely redone. And it looks beautiful. That guy then apparently got hired by Square for unknown reasons, and we've not heard a peep out of him since. So it could be a case of Square liked that concept that he did, and hired him to actually put it into action. Oh, have you got past 120 yet, Daniel, on your lightning dodging? Yeah, Yoshinori Kitazi's one of the big higher-ups, isn't he?
I'll be right back.
Oh, I know what I need to do. I just need to head back to the first area we were in, but I can never remember how to get there. Is it this way, or is it an area down? I think it's an area down. So I'm going to put the no encounters weapon on, I feel is best.
I'll be right back.
Hi, Zero. Yeah, it's going good, thanks. The thing is, or can you get sandworms here by this save sphere? Oh, at last! At last! I've never been so happy to see such an ugly worm. Let's not mess this up now and miss out on the capture. It's been so long since I fought one, I can't remember how to do it. But we need a few demi rounds, don't we? Yep, this will be the last one. And we are done in this area then. Whoopsie-doo-dah. Yeah, I mean, Square have actually teased a Final Fantasy VIII remake in times past. But it would be a long wait, I would feel. Oh, Daniel. Come on, mate, you can do it. Yay! I feel I'm officially done with the Bikanel Desert, and that I will never need to return here. Unless I want to do some farming in that little bit with the cactuars before getting good enough for farming in the monster arena. Okay, so let's save now that we've done the capturing there. Oh, and who's up for a round of Blitzball? I feel like I just need to be making progress on this constantly as we're going through everything else. Oh, what's that? Good morning. I've not... Let me just check. I don't remember that. Sounds interesting. It increases... Oh. It's a tech for Blitzball. Increases a sleeping player's parameters after they awake. Ah. I just need to focus on the stuff that I need for the weapons and what have you. So, status reels we have to get. Round 3. I feel like I need to get rid of Zalitz. Zalitz seems to be a bit sucky, if I'm honest with you. I've had him in for a few games now. Right, anything to learn? Volley shots. Venom shot and volley shot. Yeah, we'll go for a few of the shots. Sounds good. Rop. Tackle slip. Oh, that's a goalie, is it? So, that's pointless. Yeah, for starters, Zalitz is never seemingly able to learn any abilities, at least not in my experience. I'll go for spin ball. See what happens there. Oh, I've messed that up. That's right. Okay. Hiya, Bruna. Oh, thank you. Retro, yeah, Blitzball, it takes a bit of getting used to, but it's actually quite easy once you get the hang of it. Yeah, you think it's worth resetting the data, do you, after Elijah and recruiting and starting from scratch? I mean, I've got a pretty good team right now. Okay, do I tech copy this? Oh, no, I actually caught it. Whoops! I keep forgetting that Wedge is on my team. He looks so weird. Oh, dear. We should be okay here. I do nap pass even when we're not going to be needing it because you get more experience then. Let's give it to Tidus. I do like to try and get an early goal. Then we can sort of just pass the ball around for the experience. Okay, let's break. That's going to be a tough one, actually. And let's go for our good old jet shot. Oh, thank you for the sub, Bruna. Oh, yeah, do you think, Anika? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to agree with you on that. Yeah, the actual Blitzball minigame, I do enjoy it, I'm going to be honest with you. I just get a little bit ticked off by the fact you have to do so much of it. Go on, go on. Yeah. Brother's awesome. He really is. Look at his stats. Oh, they're good. Right, I'm just going to start passing the ball around a bit, I feel. I might get another goal a little bit later on. But passing the ball is a great way to build your party up, your team. I need to pass to these back players, but they've got marks on them at the minute, which... Oh, stupid Wedge. He's got a ridiculous pass. Didn't even pay attention to that. It's like 3 points or something. Ah, okay. Okay. Should we be cheeky? Try and get a cheeky goal with our midfielder. It could happen. I can't do it, sadly. Gonna have to pass. Let's get a goal with Wedge. Okay. 12 catch. Their keeper sucks. Ponoid. Currently playing FF7. And you've got the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster to go along with us as well. That's brilliant. Yeah, you enjoying FF7? It does happen to be, like, my favourite game, you see. I do mean of all time. I just love it. Right, let's break and dribble. Uh-oh, we're going to get poisoned. Nope. Oh, I keep forgetting to tech copy because I've been looking at chat. Okay, I'm just going to pass the ball around now once we next get it. I feel like 3 goals is enough. Okay, how does that work then, Elijah? If you reset data, does it just move the prizes along faster for you or something? Hiya, Martin. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Oh, is that the one? I've got to actually pay attention to what I'm doing. Wedge's in a bit of trouble here now. Yeah, I mustn't be reading chat when I'm trying to focus here. Sorry, guys. I think I'm kind of done for no matter what I do here. So let's pass. Can our 3 pass get through 14 block, 3 block, 4 block, and still make its way to Tidus? Probably not. Hiya, Louvres. Yeah, I don't know what they did to Blitzball in Final Fantasy X too. Nice, Daniel. Very nice. You can do it, mate. You're nearly there now. You're in the home stretch. Right, let's pass this around now for some of that lovely experience for afterwards. We'll give our defenders some action because they ain't seen much this game, have they? Oh, nice one. Yeah. Use your skills, especially your level 2 and 3 skills, as they give more experience. You get no experience for dribbling, so you may as well, if you can, just keep passing. Yeah, Jack's shot too can be useful. I haven't got it yet, JBT, on this playthrough. I'm pretty sure I've had it before, though. Although it's not needed, so don't worry too much if you don't get it. Are you okay, Fiend? Rop should get some good XP here. Oh, goodness, you can't do that, Daniel. You'll get struck. If you go back to the travel agency, the lightning will strike you and you'll screw up your record. You gotta do it in one, mate. Okay, let's see what we got there. We denied them all that experience by passing the ball. And yeah, looks like we got it all. Alright then, Fenor, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope your stuff, your errands and what have you go well. Yeah, I don't think there's anything for Jamel, so that's fine. Let's just move on. We'll keep all of the text because I didn't learn any anyway. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can No tech. Okay, guys, this is going to be a round of passes. Not the most exciting thing to witness, but it will help us in the long term. Especially would like my defenders to get a little bit of XP if they can. Some additional levels won't go amiss. Let's pass to Tidus, shall we? It's difficult because Blitzball tends to get a bit easier the more you do it and the more your team level up. All I can really suggest is that you persevere and try and get stats on your team. What I'm doing now is just passing the ball whilst trying to keep hold of it. And the reason for that is it's a great way to level up your team members and deny experience to the other teams as well, so that they end up lower level than you do and have worse stats. And a big thing is Tidus's jet shot. It's really important you have that. You learn it early on one of the boats as part of the story. But you can miss it, I believe. But it's so good because it allows you to bypass 2 defenders altogether when taking a shot and go straight for goal, which is really, really helpful. Okay, we don't have much pass on this fella, but we should be able to... Let's go to Wedge, shall we? He's feeling a little bit neglected. And I think we should be able to pass from Wedge to Brother. Oh yeah, with Nat pass 3. Not a problem at all. In fact, I'm going to risk... Oh no, Tidus is probably just a bit too far there. At the moment, Bruna, I'm trying to get the status reels, so you need to get all of the stuff for Waka in order to power up his celestial weapon. Which means you need to play a lot of Blitzball. A lot of Blitzball. So, I'm doing a league at the minute, which is 10 games that we have to get through. We get the status reels, which is an overdrive for Waka. And then after that, I think we get the sigil or something that will allow us to upgrade his celestial weapon from a tournament. But we need to get the status reels first. Oh, that's a bit of a distance, actually. No, we're okay. Who's the closest with his 3 pass? Probably Zalitz. Come on, Wedge. Woo! How many are you on now, Daniel? Oh, you're still sitting on 150. Well, just do it, dude. If you have to start again, just don't fret. At least you know if you got to 150 that you can do it. Ah, that's not good. I really wish I could boost Wedge's attack. He's got Nat pass 3, but he can only use it once, really. So I think we've lost this ball now. Yep. Nicely caught. Okay, let's see what... Oh, Zalitz, he's so useless, dude. You really, really are useless. I've got to get this guy out of the team, man. He just sucks. The Luca goers can have him. Oh, yeah, Zalitz is on defense. Mind you, his attack is pretty nice. Maybe that's why I brought him into the party. Oh, I missed it. I clicked it, but I think I was too slow. Oh, sorry, Rizky. I'm not sure what to say, to be honest. let's pass to Tidus, shall we? I don't think we're going to get another goal in 5 seconds. 1 second. Nope, not quite. Yeah, pretty much. The more you play, the better you get. The problem is, Jamel is... The rest of my team's so good that the other teams just aren't getting shots to goal. And so Jamel is just not getting much experience. He's lagging behind the rest of the team in terms of levels. Okay, well, that's our 3rd game of the league. So I've got 7 more to get through. Yeah, I do need to renew a Wedge's contract. Ah, the thing is, I am so tempted to get rid of him, but I can't because I'd need to find someone to replace him first. Okay. I do remember that, Red. Yeah. What's her face? Aiko came and saved the day, didn't she? Oh, thank you, Daniel. I don't think I am, to be honest. I've just played a few games. I was having a few boomer moments in that match, though, due to trying to read chat at the same time. But... Oh, should we just go through the sphere grid very quickly? I'm just going to do it with Yuna. Because I do want to try and get her anima built up. I do want to get Kuragar, though, as well. Okay. Right. I'm thinking we take her over to Auron now. Start getting strength built up for anima. But to the start of Auron's grid in particular, so probably better than Friends for you. Right, which is the start? It'd be helpful if there was like a little indication as to this is the starting node. Is it this one? Got a lot of HP. What I'm trying to look for is the strength. Here we go. Right, that's all magic. I'm not too fussed about magic. I want a whole bunch of strengthy stuff. Right, there's the strength. Well, there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of strength for Auron here. There's strength there. Okay, yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah, I think I'll skip out on the HP. That's not all that important for what I'm trying to do. Okay. Yeah, it seems kind of weird building Yuna's strength stats up, since she's a magic user, but it will make anima really, really helpful in the monster arena, you see, and that's what I'm going for. Oh, is he better than Brother, would you say, Annika? Because I'm quite the Brother fan when it comes to Blitzball, if I'm honest. Well, a few stats, nothing all that exciting, but it's a start. Anyway, guys, I think we shall call things quits for today. So I am going to attempt to get some more grinding done off-stream. But as always, good intentions don't always pan out the way you'd like them to. I intended to do that between last stream on Final Fantasy X and this week, and I never did. Yeah, I'm already dreading that as well, Liquid Snake, especially as I get closer to it. Oh, okay, Thrill Seeks. Yeah, I think I do normally do that. Okay, so it's worth getting the HP on Auron's grid as well, would you say, Elijah? Hiya, Luke. Yeah, very well, thanks, mate. But we're just going to be taking a break now, so I should be back, at least this is the plan right now, on Friday. We'll be continuing with the Final Fantasy VI. But I'm also going to keep an eye on the state of play this evening, okay? And if anything happens, which I'm hoping it will, we'll be getting some Final Fantasy VI news, is my current snort of hopium. I will make a couple of videos on that more than likely as well. Let you know my thoughts on it all. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying these grindy videos, then I'm happy to do another one next week if you want me to on Wednesday. I mean, I've got to do the grind anyway, so if you guys want me to stream it while I do it, then yeah, I'll do it. That's fine. But no, it's been fun today. It's got me through it chatting to you guys. Those 2 hours in the Bikanel Desert would have been pretty darn painful otherwise. Yeah, I hope you get that, Daniel. You got 160. Yeah, I believe in you, mate. I think you'll do it. But yeah, do let us know. Alright, guys. Yeah, thank you, Grim. Thank you very much. Yeah, take it easy, all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sorry, Paige, you've missed it. We just did some Bikanel monster capturing for the arena and a bit of Blitzball. So we made some progress. Yeah, enjoy the state of play later, guys, for those of you that are going to be watching it. I think you can just be streaming it on YouTube from Sony. At least that's what I'm assuming anyway. But, okay, I'll catch you all next time. Friday, if you want to make the Final Fantasy VI stream. If not, I'll see you next week, hopefully, for more FF10. Yeah, cheers all. Take care. Bye. Bye.